There they are, the love bugs. Coming across these pesky critters are basically a rite of passage for all Floridians. Not once, but twice a year. But love bug season coming and going with really barely a sighting. Some of us may be asking, where did they go? Where are love bugs? So whether or not you are rejoicing their disappearance or not, it is a huge concern for the experts. And joining us this morning to discuss is the foremost expert in love bugs, Dr. Norman Lepla with the University of Florida. We typically will read the articles and we'll talk about the articles, doctor, but we said, no. We're bringing you on because you are the expert. How are you this morning?
Just doing great. Thank you so much.
So you have been studying love bugs since I was knee-high to a love bug. And before we get into where they are now or where they went, how did they get here? This is not a native species for Florida.
This is what we call an invasive species, and it came pretty much by itself from Yucatan, and we tracked it right across to Florida during the 1950-1960 timeframe.
So they've been around since the 70s, and what type of benefit do they have for the state, or do they have none at all?
Well, it's a little tongue-in-cheek, but the major benefit seems to be car wash companies. Other than that, people mostly want them to go away.
Okay, so in the last couple of years, doctor, I've noticed it, everybody's noticed it, obviously you've noticed it as well, since you've been studying these for decades. Slowly the numbers have been dwindling, and at this point this year, I personally haven't even seen one. When did this start? When did this little disappearance start?
Well, I suppose it's been going on for years, but I noticed it about 3 years ago because I periodically collect love bugs for different purposes. So it's really gone down this year.
And here's my question, though. Is it because of the, the record drought that we've had? Is it because of the record heat that we had this summer? I mean, is there a particular reason, climate-wise, weather-wise, why they're not around this year?
We're concerned about biodiversity and insects, and this is just one of them. We don't know the exact cause. It varies with different species.
And the other thing, too, is that overall, I know a lot of entomologists are concerned about this insect apocalypse where we're losing a lot of different insects at a huge clip. Is this just another example of that?
Well, the reasons are basically climate change, pollution, habitat destruction, and various other pressures, other insects. It's a rough world out there for love bugs.
No, I know it is. And so if they're not here, did they go somewhere else, or are they just gone?
They're just declining, and they really do have a valuable purpose, I suppose, in decomposing vegetation, a little bit of pollination perhaps. But the main thing is people miss them. They're an important part of the environment since they've come here and become
it's sort of a love-hate relationship. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's sort of a love-hate relationship. And we got to run, but real quick before we go, will they come back, do you think?
I don't think so. Oh. Usually when a species declines like this, something's driving it to basically not be here anymore. Dr.
Norman Lepla, I'm kind of like okay with that, but not okay with that, because I'm used to having them around, but at the same time, it's like they're kind of annoying. So, well, we can only hope that maybe they make some type of a rebound to the point where at least we can just enjoy the prettiness of them a little bit each year. We'll see. Dr. Norman Lepla, University of Florida Department of Entomology, thank you so much for joining us, and I'll look forward to getting any more papers from you about this moving forward.
Thank you.